What is up, guys? Skyler here. One thing I want to say before you start very quickly is I started my second channel. It's about investing. You guys seem so interested into it. Check the link in the description down below. It takes you to my first video. Drop a sub if you care at all. See you guys next time. And you can hear within the intro the difference. It's cool to see how far they've came with reacting to all of these.
I am Adolf Hitler!
Jesus Christ.
Little known fact, also dope on the mic. You are Vader, with your little boots and cape, and helmet to cover up that burnt-ass face.
Lloyd looks so funny in his little costume. Look, he says in his little boots and cape, and it looks like his little outfit. He looks like a little boy in his outfit. That's to me, like you can see his hands barely go through the arms. That's actually a little fun. That's funny. But he says it with their little boots and cape to cover up that burnt ass face, because Anakin, in his like final act of actually being Anakin, it fights Obi-Wan and, you know, gets left to die by the lava and he gets burnt up. And I like this reference at the beginning. Also, little known fact, I'm dope on the mic, which is true. You know, people didn't like Hitler, rightfully so, but his speech skills were close to none. His ability to, you know, encapsulate a group of people by talking to them was very well done. The same thing with Mussolini. They're very well and good speech makers. And what do you say? Commanded the Third Reich. You know, the Third Reich, Germany's interesting third regime, the Nazi party.
So dope on the mic. You are Vader, with your little boots and cape, and helmet to cover up that burnt-ass face. You have the force to move objects. I am a force truly evil, even way back in time, and turns you back as the prequel. Cause look at you, you're not even a real person. I preferred you in Spaceballs, the Rick Moranis version.
Oh my God, do you really like the Rick Moranis version, Hitler? The Rick Moranis version's Jewish. Yeah, that's so. He's saying, that's how much I don't like you. I don't even like a Jew pretend to be you. I like him more than you. That's crazy. But one thing I do like here is you're not even a real person. Very interesting, because, you know, with Anakin getting burnt up, that suit, Vader's suit, and kept him alive, and you can hear him breathing his type shit, you know, which how are you even a real person? You know, he's part machine. A lot of his body had to be you know, he had a couple of his limbs had to be interchanged, so he is part machine. So very interesting. And then turned you whack in the prequel. You know, I didn't like Anakin's character to begin with, but he's not even referencing that. He's more referencing the you know, how he saved Luke's life. Very interesting stuff. And, you know, he's the Force truly evil. You know, you got the Force to move stuff. Well, you know, my Force is truly evil. I like that.
Evil even went back in time and turned you back as the prequel. Cause look at you, you're not even a real person. I preferred you in Spaceballs, the Rick Moranis version.
You can't rhyme against the dark side of the Force. Why even bother? So many dudes been with your mom who even knows if I'm your father.
Okay.
You're a pissed off little prick with a Napoleon dick. You call that a mustache? I call that dirty Sanchez on your lip.
Okay, so he's just being mad disrespectful right now. Nothing too crazy, talking about, you know, his appearance with the mustache going on. His mom, you know, his mom wasn't a person to sleep around a lot, but he's it's like, you know, when you target your, you know, you hit someone where that hurts. You know, you don't talk about someone's mom, but Hitler's mom was like one of the few people he actually cared about. You know, Hitler didn't really care about a whole lot. And with the Napoleon dick type thing, you know, the whole Napoleon complex type thing, kind of belittling him.
Pissed off little prick with a Napoleon dick. You call that a mustache? I call that dirty Sanchez on your lip. You bitch. Let me remind you
Damn,
who
that
you're messing with. Everything that you did, I'm the motherfucker who invented it. I'm the original Darth Lord. You're like the sorcerer's apprentice. My stormtroopers make yours look like someone took a piece of shit and cloned it.
You stink, Vader.
Man, that's a rough one, Vader, because I see, he's saying Vader's saying he invented it first. You know, it's his invention. The stormtroopers, but the stormtroopers, you know, that's rough. You know, he's saying his stormtroopers make his look like shit. But the thing is, the stormtroopers weren't even Anakin ideas. They were the Emperor's, for starters. And the stormtroopers the idea of them came from Hitler's stormtroopers. So that kind of misses for me. And he's saying I'm the true Lord, you know, the person who invented it. But and you could make that reference, I guess you could say, because in a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So, you know, maybe this is happening at a place we haven't even fathomed to discover yet. See, but you know, all these ideas came from Hitler. So that kind of misses for me. I could see if you guys still think it hits, but for me, it just misses. Like that verse was actually kind of weak in my opinion, surprisingly. Is Hitler gonna win this?
Troopers make yours look like someone took a piece of shit and cloned
You
it.
stink, Vader! Your style smells something sour! You need to wash up, dog! Here, step in my shower! I'll turn out.
What the fuck? You could not get away with that in fucking 2020. You can tell this is 10 years old, man. Man, your style smells something shower. You need to wash up. Here, step in my shower. The gas showers. Oh my god, that's actually.
Your style smells something sour! You need to wash up, dog! Here, step in my shower! I'll turn all your friends against you, just my speeches breed haters! Put your lightsaber verse a clan of all your white neighbors!
Oh, that was a short verse. Hold up there. Okay, this is very interesting. So he's saying, you know, I'll turn all your friends against you, which is interesting with the speech because the speech skills are so good. But the interesting part, the Emperor turned Darth Vader against his friends. So, you know, Hitler's kind of playing on that while saying, you know, he'll turn your friends against you. They'll see you coming. And then also saying, you know, what's your lightsaber against a clan of all your white neighbors? You know, the Jedi, you know, the reason how the Jedi fell were because the Republican clones were turned on them. So, you know, if he turned the stormtroopers, all of his clan of white neighbors, the stormtroopers, the one who follow Vader, against him, could he stand a chance? You know, that's very interesting. Very interesting. I like that. And then I don't know what the hell this damn picture is. I've never seen this damn picture in my life. But, yeah.
Your lightsaber verse a clan of all your white neighbors!
Suck my robot ball. Now take a step back and let me freeze yours off.
Okay, Carbonite, yep.
For your goose stepping ass, we'll call my homeboy in Israel. See who got the last laugh.
That was a good way to end it, though. So, you know, right here he says, the goose stepping. I do think how they marched was hella goofy. You know, the goose stepping when they would walk, instead of just walking like this, they would walk like one leg up, one leg up, one leg up. It looked ridiculous, and I don't even think that shit was effective. It was just to like intimidate. But I'll call my homie Israel and see who got the last laugh. You know, because after World War II, the world kind of got together and said, you know, after all the persecution the Jews got, maybe they should get their state in the Holy Land. And they did get their state in the Holy Land. You know, they're Israel. You know, call my homeboy in Israel, see who got the last laugh. So all of these, you know, Hitler worked to exterminate the Jews. Well, it didn't really work. They actually got a better life because they were fighting for Israel for so long. So, yeah. Very interesting. Who am I going to say won? I think, you know, first time I'm going to say it, but I think Hitler won. I started on the epic rap out as a history screen, but I didn't see that in the first couple of seconds, and I don't want to spoil it. Looking for it. I forgot Hitler was frozen in the first one. Wait. Those are some... That can't be Hitler. I mean, that can't be Vader.
Who are you?
What is going on?
Someone who loads you, bitch. Now stand up and rock.
Okay, so the reason why I said it can't be Vader, if you look for maybe, so if we go right here, these hands, they look like normal people hands. it confused the hell out of me. I'm like, that can't be Vader, because Princess Leia frees Han, and he goes, and he's like, "Who are you?" And Princess Leia is someone who loves you. That's the reference to the movie. But these hands threw me off. I'm like, these can't be Vader's hands. Then he takes off a mask over the mask, and it's Vader. The biggest anime twist in 2019. Are they supposed to signify like they're burnt or something? Like, I don't get it. Let me know if I'm missing something in the comments down below, or maybe it's just a mess up. What a weird intro. Oh, and we're wearing R2-D2. Gotta support. I like him taking the mask off.
I only thought you out so I could beat your ass a second time.
That's true.
Strike back hard against a Nazi. Brain toss your ass in the air. Yahtzee.
Okay, Yahtzee, brain toss using the Force. But I did like this line right here. The Emperor Strikes Back reference with the I'll strike hard against a Nazi. But I did like I'm the, what did he say? I'm the what? I'm on the leader of your Olympic Luftwaffe. So that was Hitler's Air Force, and it was definitely the best Air Force at the start of World War One. Very effective, very insane. But he says, "I'm on them." So this is a reference because Vader, fights the rebels in his ship when they're attacking the Death Star and things like that. And before, Anakin was a great pilot. So, of course, Vader is a great pilot. So I like that line right there. And then he says the voice of Mufasa, because the person who played Darth Vader also played Mufasa. That is a fact. But I don't know if he says beat your ass a second time. I think Hitler won the first one pretty convincingly. Let's see how this plays out, though.
Now stand up and ride. I only thought you out so I could beat your ass a second time. Roar like Chewbacca, the voice of Mufasa. I'm on the leader of your Olympic Luftwaffe. I strike back hard against a Nazi. Brain toss your ass in the air. Yahtzee. Ask Indiana Jones who the fuck I am. I spit 6 shit so focused, I'll break your concentration camp. I'm a certified
concentration camp, because you use the Force, you gotta focus. I like that, but I did like this line right here. Ask Indiana Jones who the fuck I am. Harris Ford, we all know who that is, the person who plays Han Solo, or Harrison Ford, but the person who plays Han Solo and Indiana Jones. And plus, Indiana Jones did meddle with the Nazis in his movies and things like that. So it's very interesting. Ask Indiana Jones who I am. He could capture Han Solo, and Han Solo mess with the Nazis. So he should, by the chain of events, he should be up top. I like that. That was pretty deep. And the concentration camps, I like that. That's interesting.
These what, sir?
These robot nuts.
How old is this video? 9 years? Okay, I'm gonna let it pass. Looking at the video 9 years later, quite overused. Probably it was a banger back in the day. Probably a banger. I did like how he got a stormtrooper to come out to help out.
These what, sir?
These robot nuts. I'm gonna enjoy watching you die, so let me do it.
Oh, put your mask back on, homie.
You appear to be in pain. You need a vacation. Here, take a trip on my train. I mean, you leading an army of white men, disgraceful. Your life skills still aren't fully operational.
That was hard. So Death Star reference, but I did like this. So it was a throwback to the shower. You stink, Vader, take a step in my shower, but take a trip on my train. The trains were basically used to take people to the concentration camps. You need a vacation. They were told they're going on a vacation, or they're going to some place, and they're going camping. They were going camping. I like that. He makes the same face and everything. But I did like this line: "You leading an army of white men to the stormtroopers," and what do you say?
Army of white men,
disgraceful. Hitler or Vader is a white man himself, but I guess it's because he's in Hitler was racist to black people too, and Vader's in an all black suit. I like that. Hitler's coming with it.
You leading an army of white men, disgraceful. Even your mic skills still aren't fully operational. You got five bitch pregnant and gave into the hate. Now you're 6'6" and black but can't get a date. Lightsaber, you need a lifesaver. Use some of your force to fix your fucking respirator. You think you're powerful with your fingerneck pinches? You couldn't even get your own son into the family business.
Okay. Hitler's killing my ham. Whole son in the family business. Couldn't turn Luke. I did like the neck pinches, of course, with the force. You need a lifesaver. I like that lightsaber. So he's saying, you know, you're so powerful you could choke people, but you could even sway your own son. But I did like this right here. You're 6'6" and black and can't even get a date. So I don't know if this is a dual meaning because, you know, 6'6" tall, you know, girls really like tall people, but 6'6" order 66. I don't know if that could be a reference. Maybe I'm stretching right there. I love Star Wars. But he says you got one bitch pregnant and gave into the hate because he really did. You know, the big change for Anakin was for the girl. Like, why? So he changed for a girl. SMH. What a simp, right? Simp, is that's still used in 2020? I'm not hip.
And gave into the hate. Now you're 6'6" and black but can't get a date. Lightsaber, you need a lifesaver. Use some of your force to fix your fucking respirator. You think you're powerful with your fingerneck pinches? You couldn't even get your own son into the family business. Everything you do is an epic fail.
That's true.
Attention and sick fucking hair.
Okay.
Can't take anymore? Not surprising coming from the Emperor's whore. Yeah, take that.
Okay, we dropped the color, but the Emperor's whore, because he basically did the Emperor's bidding. So I like that. That was a really good play. And, you know, that's how it all started when Palpatine convinced Anakin to kill Mace Windu. And what's wrong, Annie, which was what Padme would always call Anakin. So I like this. And the Sig fucking hail thing, great demonetization. I'm super excited.
What's wrong, Annie? Can't take anymore? Not surprising coming from the Emperor's whore. Yeah, take that. What's the matter? Where is the DJ? Why are you laughing?
Because you're standing over the rank orbit.
Is that Stephen Hawking? Is there like a reference I'm not getting right here? Maybe because he's talking shit on Vader's like mechanical respirator talking mechanics, and then, you know, Steve Hawkins not having it. What the hell is that?
Because you're standing over the rank orbit.
We're in Jabba's palace. You know, he Jabba the Hutt at him. Okay, so I see where part 3 continues. Alright, so it's a movie reference. Oh, they're gonna drop him in Sarlacc's pit?
Vader!
Okay, that's why you guys wanted me to do Stephen Hawking. So he is R2D2, because R2D2 comes out in Sarlacc's pit scene, and then he's the one that shoots the lightsaber towards Luke, if I remember correctly. Or did C-3PO throw it? I'm pretty sure R2D2 shoots it out of his head.
Battle me or die.
Battle, or die, the Luke reference. I like it. So Darth Vader's Jabba the Hutt. Oh, he does the peace out. Is he about to jump and climb up? Yep. Oh, yes.
Screw you, you big black cunt.
Okay.
Balls in your face. A war on 2 fronts. The dark side. Like a rap apartheid.
Okay.
Into Germany. I'm sick on this mic.
Okay, Hitler's coming strong. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting him to just get his ass beat. I mean, we don't know what Vader's verse is yet, but he's coming pretty good. Like, these are solid bars. The Germany thing, I think that's pretty soft, but kick you in your balls in your face, a war on 2 fronts. Because if you don't know, Germany in the World War, and both World Wars, has always struggled when it comes to a war on 2 fronts, when Russia and France. So, I he's using it against Vader, but I was expecting Vader to use something like that on him. And what else did he say? And he said apartheid, which is where was that at? Oh, I went too far ahead. Okay. I did like this though. Like a rap apartheid. So that is the it's like this law in place where I don't know the exact word for it, where the South America or Africa use like a way to basically imply racism, and I don't think it's established now still, but it was a long time running, and that broke relations with the US and a lot of other countries. Apartheid was not a big fan, but he says, you know, he's the white and he's going to take down the black man because he's white and Darth Vader is black, you know, in his outfit. So I get that.
I put the jam into Germany. I'm sick on this mic. I beat you twice, you sellout. Now you bow down to Mickey Mouse. You call yourself a Dark Lord? You couldn't even conquer Space Mountain. You're just a sad-ass medic robot freak who needs some loving. But I baked you something. Here, pop it to my oven.
I'm so happy they brought that bar back 3 times. What was the first one? The shower, and then the step on my train, and now hop in my oven. The how they cremated people, the ovens, the blast furnaces they used. I like that.
Let me paint you a picture, son. Portrait of a bitch after World War I. You was
Oh, whoa. That was hard. That was hard on some low-key stuff right here. That was hard. So how we started off. Let me paint you a picture, son. So you may be thinking, what's the bar there? Hitler was actually, his upbringing, he was actually he wasn't accepted into an art school. He wanted to pursue the arts, and he wanted to pursue the arts heavy, but he was not accepted. So Darth Vader say, let me paint you a picture, because clearly you don't got it. You don't got it. That was hard.
You a picture, son. Portrait of a bitch after World War I. You were stirring up the fears of the German people, telling the world that the Jews are evil. You wrote a little book, got them fired up.
Mein Kampf.
Your book started getting fired up. You put a gun in your mouth and fired up. You dumb motherfucker.
Hard. So that was hard. When your bunker got fired up, what? Your bunker started taking fired up. You put a gun in your mouth and fired up because Hitler, rather than being captured, I think the Soviets were gonna reaching Berlin first, so he fired up. He killed himself, but. This was all bars right here. You wrote a little book when he was in prison. He wrote Mein Kampf, and it fired people up. So that was hard. Beer hall. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but that is the basically the first time the Nazi Party tries to overthrow, and a lot of them, and they don't. It's not successful. But yeah, that was hard.
Dumb motherfucker, did it Napoleon that you know when you conquer Russia? Better pack some fucking winter clothes.
Talk to him. I don't understand. Hitler was too stubborn to retreat from Russia, and his men, practically most of his men, froze. And same thing with Napoleon, froze. Russia's biggest weapon when it comes to land invasions is always winter. Winter is the biggest bitch out of all of them. That how did you not learn from Napoleon, man? It wasn't that long ago, too.
Let you know when you conquer Russia, better pack some fucking winter clothes. When you're fighting off Valkyrie, I got a million
Oh, Boba Fett's coming in. What the hell? I was not expecting that. What is this, the first appearance from someone else in all 3 of these? So that, I don't think, did you guys tell me Boba Fett was in Darth Vader versus Hitler? Because I did Deadpool versus Boba Fett. I don't remember if you guys told me that. But I did like this bar while you're fighting off Valkyrie. Valkyrie were the rebels. You know, Vader fought the rebels, but Valkyrie were Hitler's rebels, the people who weren't for the Nazi Party, and Hitler had to squish quite a few rebellions because it happened quite a lot. Not everyone was in favor of what Hitler was going. Sure, Germany had some success at the beginning of the war, but still, people weren't for, you know, the annihilation of the Jews and the policies Hitler was setting. People didn't want that dictatorship, and You know, there was a lot of riots and shit.
A Valkyrie, I got a million clones, take time for me. My bounty hunters ride for me. Yo, homeboy, finish this ride for me.
They call me Boba Fett, you wanna mess with me? I'll put my balls in your mouth like Boba Tea. I got a jetpack, yo, you know I steal the show. Cause when I rock a microphone, I'm sick.
That's just in the movies when I hope he falls. Please tell me Boba Fett falls in the Sarlacc pit like in the movies, because that's like the same scream. That scream's used everywhere. That wait, is he about to say "Oh, Sieg hell no"? Hold on.
I'm sick, hell no. You cheat me, Mr. Sunglasses all the time. I'll take you and your new boyfriend Goofy and all your sperming soldier guys and throw you in a butthole in the sand.
Well, don't talk about Sarlacc. Wow, that was really short. Who won? Who's next? Okay, so Hitler literally killed, or was killed by Vader. Literally killed by Vader. I do think Vader won this one. The fired up bar was nice. That whole like rhyme scheme was good. But I will say, in all honesty, even though Darth Vader literally murdered Hitler in this one, I think Hitler wins the whole series out of 3 parts. I know that may be controversial to people because people don't like to give, you know, Hitler his props because of who he is, but I'm going to be real. I think he, throughout the series, was just better. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys thought, but I'll leave you. Tell me who you thought won this battle, which is probably Vader, and then tell me who you thought won the whole series. I'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna play my outro for all the people on the stream. Wait, and we will talk about more later.